it's Emma from Men and Motors. I'm here at Retrofest at CarFest South, and I'm joined here by Brian, who's got a lovely vehicle here. Hello, Brian.
Hi, Emma. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Can you tell me a little bit about this car?
The car is actually a World War II, built in 1942, around about October. It's 80 years old. It's as original as I can possibly get it. I'm trying to still buy bits and pieces to keep it original. As you can see, it's in grey for the US Navy. They were originally built in green, and then when given to the Navy would spray the top grey, and as you see, there's overspray in places, which is exactly how it would have been done during the Second World War.
How long have you had it?
I've had this about 12, nearly 13 years. I bought it as a wreck from Newcastle. It took me 2.5 years to rebuild it, and I took it right back to the chassis, and it's every single nut and bolt. There's still a lot of nuts and bolts on it that are reproductions, but I'm actually trying to get original ones and replace them as best I can.
Do you know how many were made initially?
Oh gosh, no, you've got
no
me.
idea.
No.
Do you know how many?
Roughly, it was 367,000-ish.
Yeah.
But they was made originally by the Bantam Car Company, but they couldn't produce the numbers. So they made the trailers for them, which is why it's called a Bantam trailer. Then Willys Overland took the contract, but couldn't keep the numbers up. So Ford took on the contract alongside Willys. On the one agreement was that every part was interchangeable, whether it be Willys or Ford. Well, Ford was always an independent man, and he was the one person, I don't know if you know, was given the highest award by Adolf Hitler. So he was working on whoever was going to win, he was going to be on the right side.
Yeah.
So he worked on that. But what he decided was that all the Ford parts that he manufactured would all be stamped with the F of his autograph. So if you look in various places, you can find an F for Ford on the top of various parts. Underneath is petrol tank, so the driver actually sits on the fuel tank.
Okay.
Underneath the fuel tank, you see there's 2 radiator caps. That's to drain the water out when she fills with water.
Oh, okay.
Underneath the passenger seat, you've got a decontamination unit in the event of chemical warfare.
Yeah.
The box is a suppressions box for radio equipment. Underneath the dashboard, you've got a first aid kit, Springfield rifle, manual windscreen wipers, starting handle, and under the seat is a foot pump. But also the foot pump's got an adapter on it. So if your carburettor gets dirt in it, you can strip your carburettor, fit the adapter and blow the dirt out of your carburettor. Back seat again was made by Ford, if you see the big F stamped in there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's quite rusty, but I quite like the fact that it's got the rust in there.
Yeah.
It shows it's an original seat,
yeah, exactly.
and not a reproduction.
It's not too refined, no. Yeah.
2 foot lockers, which are your toolboxes. Canvas roof, water can, spare tyre. This is an original Ohio brass aerial with only 2 pieces. There's actually 6 pieces to the aerial, so they are quite high, but they are very dangerous when they're fully extended.
So do you know how many are left in total?
There's quite a lot.
There's quite a few.
Yeah, there's a lot. They're still buyable. Someone offered me £30,000 for this one last week.
How many miles has it done, roughly?
There's no real knowing.
No.
But I've done about 8,000 over the 10 years that it's actually been on the road.
Yeah.
So we do roughly 1,000 to 2,000 every year, depending. Obviously, lockdown, it's sat in the garage. It's just had a fresh lick of paint. Obviously, under the bonnet. If you'd like to see that, you're more than welcome. It's as original as I can get it, same as it would have come out the factory in 1942. And it's named Emma Lou.
Emma Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
same name
Emma.
as me.
That's the engine.
Lovely.
Got a grease gun. Your lubrication charts under there, oil can. And the autograph is an autograph of a World War II veteran.
Oh, really?
A guy
wow.
called Dick Donald that we met in Normandy in 2014, my wife Emma and I. And she actually was speaking to him. He wanted a photograph with the Jeep because he said it was the best US Navy Jeep at Normandy that year.
Yeah.
And he was an elderly gentleman. I said, if it's that good, would you autograph it? And he said, yeah. And I said, can you write where you served? And he was in World War II Korea, US Navy, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, Philippines, China, Manchuria, and Pearl Harbor. His first boat was Pearl Harbor, but it was already sunk when he got there.
Oh, okay.
So it's quite an interesting story.
Thank you so much, Brian,
You're
for
more than
talking
welcome.
to us about the car. It's been a pleasure.
And it's been a pleasure to meet you. Thanks a lot, Emma.